Welcome to English Galactic Beacon. I'm Violet. They say no one forgets their first or last day of school. On the first day, we cry because we don't want to go. On the last day, we cry because we don't want to leave. Today, I walk through the place where I grew up, where I laughed, learned, and became me, my school. It still holds my stories. Let me share them with you. I stand in front of the school gate. It hasn't changed. Still tall, still old, still welcoming. Like it remembers me. A soft breeze touches my face. It smells like chalk dust and wet wood. I feel something in my chest. A strange mix of joy and ache. I take a deep breath and step inside. The corridor is quiet. My footsteps echo softly. Everything feels smaller now. The benches, the fans, the notice boards. But inside me, everything feels big. I stop near class 10. I peek inside. The last bench near the window is still there. That was my spot. I sit down. The wooden desk is cold but familiar. I run my fingers over the scratches we carved. Our names, symbols, silly little drawings. It's like the desk remembers too. I hear laughter, not from today, but from back then. My best friend cracking jokes during history. One time, she passed me a note that said, "If I fall asleep, wake me before Ma'am throws chalk." We never threw it away. We just kept adding jokes to the same paper. And then, a voice at the door. "Is this a fish market?" We froze. Statues with wide eyes. As soon as the teacher walked away, the giggles came back. We just couldn't help it. On birthdays, we brought chocolates. 1 for the teacher, 3 for our best friends. We passed them secretly under the desk. And when someone got caught, we all laughed softly, trying not to make a sound. Most days, we stared at the chalkboard. Dusty, half-erased, full of lessons. We copied everything fast before the bell rang. I remember giving my notebook last, so the teacher would check it gently. The first page was neat. The last page was perfect. The middle? Mostly copied essays with messy handwriting. Same lines from 3 friends, just tweaked a little. And still, the teacher always knew. Then suddenly, I heard it. Greenhouse, greenhouse. Followed by 3 claps. And loud cheering. I smiled. I didn't need to guess. Annual Sports Week. I knew it because I was them once. Cheering at the top of my voice. Dancing, hooting, singing house jingles like an anthem. Running barefoot, falling, laughing, winning. The bell rings. Children run to the ground. Laughter fills the air. I walk toward the PT ground. Kids are already playing Catch Me If You Can. I remember that freedom. That one period when even the shyest kid shouted like a warrior. We never stretched properly, but we ran like the wind, chasing nothing and everything. I head to the auditorium. It's locked, but I peek through the glass. It's empty now, but I close my eyes, and I'm back in costume. My hands are shaking. Rehearsals. Sweaty palms. Last-minute costume changes. Teachers shouting, "Hurry up." The curtain moves. Lights shine too bright. But I see my parents smiling in the crowd. And when the lights dimmed, the claps. The whole crowd clapping just for us. I walk to the notice board. Bright charts, old schedules, faded drawings. And there, a memory. 1 piece of paper with my name. Drawing competition, 2nd place me. Just 1 slip of paper. But I still carry it in my heart. I open the door to the library. It still smells like old paper and dust. I used to sit between the shelves, reading comics and fairy tales. Sometimes I returned books late. The librarian always noticed, but she never scolded, just smiled. A poster for a new school trip is on the wall. And suddenly I'm on the school bus again. Fathers packed snacks like we were going to space. Mothers gave full lectures. What to eat, what not to forget, and how not to fight with friends. Teachers made seating charts, guided us through museums and zoos. Clicked group photos, messy hair, wide smiles, and dust on our shoes. We came back tired, but with hearts full of stories. I stop near the staff room. I hesitate, then smile. I remember nervously knocking on that door during parent-teacher meetings, praying my class teacher would go easy. My mom always said the same thing after. She says you talk a lot, but your marks are okay. And she always smiled, like she already knew. I walk back to the gate. A bell rings again, louder this time. Students rush past me, laughing, shouting, dragging bags, living their moments. For a second, I wish I could freeze time, be one of them again. Just once more. I stop at the gate. I turn around. I look at the building one last time. It's not just bricks and rooms. It's where I learned how to be myself. Where I fell, failed, laughed, and grew. They say school life is never perfect, but it's full of perfect little moments. Like that one rainy day, we forgot our umbrellas and ran across the ground, getting soaked and laughing, until the bell rang. Or that one afternoon when the electricity went off, and the whole class clapped as if it was a festival. The teacher just smiled and said, "Let's take a break." Sometimes our laughter echoed louder than the school bell, and sometimes silence in the exam hall felt louder than anything else. There were tough days too, days when marks were low, when friendships had small fights, when we felt invisible, but still showed up the next morning, because deep inside, we knew we belonged. I remember the last week of school. It was strange. Some of us became quieter. Some of us laughed extra hard, like we were trying to freeze time with laughter. We started clicking more pictures, writing notes on the back of notebooks. Stay in touch. Best friends forever. Don't forget me. We all knew we would forget some things, but we also knew we would carry some memories forever. And finally, the last day came. We didn't wear uniforms. We walked in, dressed up, excited but with heavy hearts. The class looked the same, but our eyes were different. We saw everything for the last time. The blackboard, the broken switch, the posters on the wall, because we knew, after this, nothing would be the same. Years may pass. Phones may change. We may forget names, faces, even the date. But one day, a smell, a song, or a photo will bring us right back here, to this moment, to the last day of school, and our hearts will smile. What's your most unforgettable school memory? Leave it in the comments. Let's remember together.
If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.